Good morning. It is Wednesday. I just dropped my daughter off for school and now I'm out here at the beach to go for a little run. It's actually a really short run. It's just some speed work. So I'll probably walk for a bit afterwards because it is a beautiful day today. It is 73 degrees right now, which is fabulous. September 17th, and we are spending our mornings in the low 70s, which is lovely. And then I'm gonna go home and shower and probably just spend some time sewing. She's actually doing an extended day today. So like she just gets to stay and play a little longer. So I should have quite a lot of sewing time, hopefully, if all goes according to plan. That was fabulous. I could keep walking and listening to my audiobook all morning, to be quite honest. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. But I also want to go home and have a cup of coffee and shower and sew. So I'm going to do that. But what a beautiful day. What a great place. I'm just so happy. I love where I live. This is fabulous. Okay. But now I get to go sew after other stuff. I'm home, I'm showered, I had a cup of coffee, contemplating another little half calf. Let's see, I'm feeling wild today. And I'm in the sewing room. I have been working on my current project, which is the Belle woven dress by Style Arc. It is my next sewscription box number 4. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made myself some sewscription boxes using fabric and patterns that I have been wanting to make. And I've done 3 so far. Like I said, this is my 4th. I will link those wherever. So I'm working on the Belle woven dress. It's going very well. I put the pockets in the side seams. Well, I prepped the pockets, they're sewn in, and now I am currently doing the front placket for the skirt of the dress because it buttons all the way down. So I am sewing the placket, and then I think I just attach the 2 front skirt pieces to the back, and then attach it to the bodice, and then attach the sleeves, and then I'm gonna let it hang before I hem it in probably a couple days. We'll see. Anyway, that's where we are at. It's a lovely morning, and yeah. I did it. I made another coffee. Also, here's my poor hot hemmer that got caught up in a rotary cutter one day. Still works though. And here is the second front panel. I'm about to press under this edge so then I can top stitch along here. And then I will be ready to move on past making the plackets. I do like to live dangerously. All kinds of drinks come into my sewing room and I accept the risk. It's fine. It'll be fine. Everything has been pressed in along here, and then I used my good old Elmer's washable school glue to just baste it in place instead of pins so that I can have the smoothest sewing experience and the smoothest result. So it's just holding it in place right where I need it to be, and then I can take it over to my machine and do the top stitching. This is the wrong side, but I'm gonna stitch it from this side to make sure that I hit exactly where I want to. I guess I could just use the seam gauge on my machine, but I did the other one from this side, so I'm going to do it this way to match. It looks fine. But yeah, I have been using this for, I don't know, about a year. I did a video, I guess a year plus ago, of sewing hacks I found on Reddit. I was a little dubious about this, but multiple people in the comments assured me that it does not leave anything behind and it's really phenomenal. And so I've been using it a lot since then, and I can also vouch for the fact that this is a great tool to just quickly baste stuff down like this, and it washes right out. So if you're not using this, definitely consider using it as a basting aid. I am sewing this at 1.25 inches. I do have that marked on my plate, but when I'm doing something kind of far away from the needle, it's all relative. It's how I feel in the day. This feels kind of far for today. I put some washi tape down along the marking and a little bit further down just to keep it as accurate as possible, because I find that if my eyes have to bounce from the needle over to the marking, like a significant distance, and I would call 1.25 inches kind of significant from the needle, it's just easier for me to get off track and have some wonky stitching. And since this is a placket and I want it to be really polished and look good, just put this down as a quick aid to help myself. So now I'm going to sew it. We're not going to talk about the state of my sewing room, okay? That's just a pile of stuff that is most convenient right there, including apparently some Amelia Bedelia books of my toddlers. I need to do a bit of a clean after this project. Okay, I think I must have nudged my seam gauge when I was pressing this, because it is like right at 1.25 inches and it should not be. So I think I'm gonna sew it instead of, I mean, this is all glue basted down. Instead of taking it out, like undoing it and repressing it, I'm just gonna sew a hair on the inside of it. So I'm gonna do like a scant 1.25 inches, we can call it. I will move my tape over just a little bit to help myself with that. And I think it's gonna be subtle enough that no one will notice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Let me rip out the little bit that I sewed while I was trying to make it work, because it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna adjust it back down. There is one wonky section, but I don't think it's noticeable enough to take everything out and redo it. See how it curves just a little bit there? This is unfortunately the placket that goes over top. It's the one that's gonna have the buttonholes in it. So I don't know. It's gonna be gathered a little. I think it's okay. I'm gonna leave it. I identified the culprit. I did indeed at some point bump this to 1 1/8 inch. So the extra 1/8 inch that I pressed above it put me at 1 1/4. Dang it. And this one's not easy to bump. Like, you have to press this down to move it. So, whoops, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let me put it in the right spot in case I need it again, although I don't think I do. We are back. It's many hours later. I just am back in my lounge clothes. I did get dressed in real clothes and go out into the world for the whole afternoon, but we're back. It's post bedtime and I am here to almost finish this dress. I got both of the front skirts attached to the front yokes, so the front is totally done except for buttonholes and stuff. I need to attach the back skirt and then do the side seams and then set in the sleeves and let it hang before I hem it. I don't know if I'm gonna get to putting the sleeves in tonight. but we'll just see what we get to. It is just about to be 8 o'clock. I do want to be in my bed at like 9:15, 9:30. I need to get more sleep, and my daughter seems to be getting sick, so it might be a bit of a rough night, although they are all rough nights. Anyway, so I do need to try to be responsible with my bedtime tonight, and I'm just going to see what I can get done in about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, ignore the bad lighting and the washing drying back there, but I have the side seams done up. I had to futz quite a bit with the pockets. I kind of messed up the construction there, but I made it work. Oh, I am so excited about this. I don't think the color is perfect for me. Obviously, in this lighting, you're not gonna be able to tell, and I have it over a shirt, but ooh, I like it. Okay, I have about 15 minutes left. I think I'm gonna try and get the sleeve set in. Oh, and more fabric. Just ignore everything happening in the background. I think I'm gonna try and get the sleeve set in, because then I can just hang and be ready to be hemmed. Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, it is almost 9:30. In here later than I meant to be. I have one sleeve in, but I'm stopping myself before I do the second one. I need to go get to sleep, but it looks so good. I mean, if it had both sleeves, it would look better. Oh, I'm so excited. It turned out honestly a lot better than I thought it would at multiple points during this project. So I'm pretty pleased. I'm really glad I decided to do the shirring on the sleeve. Initially I wasn't going to, because I wasn't sure if I would be annoyed by it, but I decided that it is a really cool feature of the pattern, so I decided to do it. And yeah, I love that. The back is shirred and everything. Anyway, so I'm gonna hang it here and let the hem drop some. I will put the other sleeve in tomorrow so it's balanced, and then let it hang longer. I probably shouldn't hang it until I have both sleeves on, because it is obviously very much heavier on this side. Okay, I won't hang it up yet, but it looks so good. I'm so happy. I really like this dress. Like way more than I thought I would. I knew I'd like it. I thought I'd like it, I guess I should say, but I think I'm really gonna like it. I'm gonna go sit in bed and knit and then go to sleep. And you guys will see the video of this completed soon, if you haven't already seen it. I'm not sure when they're gonna come out, but thanks for joining me today, and let's go knit a little bit. Welcome to my cozy moodlet bedroom. I am working on the Stripe Hype sweater by Veronica Lindberg. I cast it on, I don't know, a week and a half ago, and I have been crushing this whip. Absolutely crushing it. I am about to join the front to the back and to then work it in the round. Well, not about to. I have 7 more rows of white, but this is it so far. Eek. Super excited about it. I bought this yarn in like a New Year's time frame sale on Knit Picks last year. I bought all the yarn I needed for 2 projects, I think, like 2 big sweater projects, and I didn't cast it on for the longest time because I had other things on the needles that I still have on the needles. I wanted to finish the Lakes Stripe Tee, which I did finish earlier in the summer. So anyway, I put it off for a long time. I really wanted to do it, but I was trying to be responsible. I originally saw this in a vlog by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, and she's made 2 of them. She talked about how addicting it is to knit, how fast it is to knit, and I just really liked the look of it, so that's why I originally bought the pattern and the yarn. Then recently, Sarah from So Sarah Sewed made it. She knit the whole thing and just recently got it blocked and was wearing it. And I just need to see how my colors are going to turn out. I wanted to cast it on when she cast hers on, but I was like, no, it was still summer for me. And I was like, no, I'll wait. But when I saw her finished one, I could not restrain myself anymore. It was time to cast it on, and it really is addicting. It goes so quickly. It's hard to put down sometimes. It's 8 rows per colored stripe, and that appears to be the perfect number. And then you also change the colors of the stripes every 3. So it's just like the perfect amount, apparently, to keep you engaged but also be kind of mindless. So I am absolutely loving knitting on this, and I'm not going to be able to get all 7 rows done to join it in the round, so I will hopefully get to that tomorrow, but I do want to do maybe just a row or 2. I like to end after doing a purl row so that I can start by knitting the next day. I'm purling right now. I also wanted to mention what I have been listening to today, because I've been talking a little bit more about what I read in my monthly makes videos. And, you know, a lot of other people that watch my videos read or listen to books. I listen to a lot of books. That's how I get so many books read every month. I do count listening as reading. Primarily is because I'm listening to them when I'm doing stuff. I read a couple physical books a month. I really like to check them out from my library, support my local library, but a huge hunk of my book consumption is audiobooks, mostly through Libby. If you're unfamiliar, Libby is an app that libraries use. I don't know if it's worldwide, to be quite honest. I'm sure there are similar things if it's not worldwide, but it's an app that libraries use to loan digital content. So ebooks, you can put them onto your Kindle via Libby, which is really nice. Audiobooks, magazines, all kinds of digital content. Not books and movies. It's not like Hoopla in that way. I think Hoopla has that capability. I don't really like Hoopla, so I don't really look at it. I use Libby a ton, though, to listen to books. Almost all of my listening is done on Libby. I do also sometimes use Spotify because I have Spotify Premium, and you get an awkward amount, like 15 or 16 hours, maybe 17. I don't know. Something in the teens. You get that many hours of listening every month through your Spotify Premium. So a lot of times if a new book has been released that I really want to listen to, or if there's one that none of my libraries on Libby have, I'll listen to it via Spotify. So I don't pay for my books. I used to have Audible years and years and years ago, but I canceled it because I didn't want to support the Amazon machine anymore. And I started using Libby, so I didn't have to buy the audiobooks. I don't tend to re-listen to things. So anyway, I've been using Libby for years primarily, and then also some Spotify as needed. I am currently listening to Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson? Something like that. I think that's right. It is so good. I started it yesterday. I've been absolutely gobbling it up. It's very interesting. So the narrator is a writer. He writes how-to books about writing, and specifically about writing mysteries. So like how to write mystery books that sell, and he self-publishes, but he breaks the fourth wall essentially a lot. I don't know if it's called the same thing in writing, but like in acting or in acting it would be breaking the fourth wall, where he talks to the audience a lot. And it's really funny. His little asides are very funny. Like at one point he was talking about kissing another character, and he says, like, I'm not about to kiss her, if that's what you're wondering. That happens in chapter 27 or something like that, some other chapter. So he just does little things like that, kind of plants things in your mind, gives you kind of a background look into what's going on. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really funny. It's very engaging. It is a mystery, but it's almost like I'm so focused on experiencing it through, it's very much obviously first person, experiencing it through his eyes, and also just like his little quips and quirks and stuff like that. It's really, really engaging. I am listening to it, like I said. So yeah, I haven't finished it yet, so I guess I shouldn't technically recommend it, but I have a feeling, unless it really falls apart, I think it might be getting 5 stars. So that's very exciting. It's really good. So yeah, that is what I am listening to and my feelings about Libby and libraries. Yeah, I guess I could show you how this is gonna look, because I have these all on hold. Yeah. Oh yeah. So excited. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. Oh, and I think I can get this done, I mean, pretty quickly. I've acted like none of my other hobbies exist. Well, sewing, obviously, but like cross stitch has been dropped like it does not exist because I'm just having so much fun with this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to know what you've been up to in your sewing room or in your crafty life, other things you're up to. And I will talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye.